Time and fuck your head up. Shake it. It's real dark and spooky. Really spooky. They're all shaking.
Here, I'm bringing you a Halloween look. This is my one and only Halloween look for the season. I hope you all have a very safe and fun Halloween. I'm not doing anything. I might take my baby out for trick-or-treating, but other than that, I'm not doing anything but chilling, which is fine. Yeah, so my today's makeup tutorial was inspired by MakeupShayla and Crispy and all that whole group over there in the West Coast. They did this look about two years ago, and I just decided to create it. I wanted to do a regular clown, but it didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, so I'm feeling this. Like, now I feel like I want to go out somewhere because this is dope. But I hope you all like it. If you do like it, you can go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. You can subscribe to my channel. I make videos every week, and I would love for you to be a part of my family. Follow me on all my social media. It's down below in the description box, as well as somewhere on the screen right here. I don't have anything else to tell you. I'm not going to ramble anymore. And if you want to see how I came up with this look, then please keep watching. Bye, guys. Alright, guys, let's get started. So first, I'm going to prime my face with this primer that I've absolutely fallen in love with. All the products that I'll be using will be listed down below. Along with my face, I'm going to prime my eyes, and this is with the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer. I don't know the color of it. Like I said, it'll be down below. I'm taking the Modern Renaissance shadow and this shadow, and I'm putting it in my crease to start off with. I'm going to build that intensity up because we will be doing a smoky eye. That's the next color I'll place on top of that orange is that rust color. We're going with the rust smoky type of look today, so if you can just follow along, that'll be great. After I place those transition colors, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline gel liner, and I'm putting that on my lid as my base for my smoky eye. So I just use a flat concealer brush and place this all over my lid, and I stop at the lower part of my crease. I do not go any further up, and I do this for both eyes. Like I said, I'm using a flat concealer brush, and then I'm going to take a small blending brush and blend it out with a matte black eyeshadow. And I'm using the JACLYN Heel palette, of course, and that matte black that's really, really black, and I'm packing on that color, and then I'm blending it out with a small blending brush. I used 3 brushes in total to get my eye to blend out so well. So I'll pack the color on, use the small blending brush to blend out the black, and then I use my MAC 214 brush that I use for my transition color, and I'll go in and blend that color with the black. I hope I'm explaining this right. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to do a smoky eye, just let me know and I will do that for you. Next, I'm going to fill in my brows with my Anastasia Brow Wiz or definer. I think this is the definer. And I'm not going to go super clean and straight. I'm just going to fill them in nice and neat because it's going to be drawn over with a black eyeshadow. I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone with that next to white shadow in the JACLYN Hill palette because I do not. I thought I didn't have a white shadow, but I did. But anyway, this works too. Next, I'm going to be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and I don't like the application of, I don't like the doe foot applicator for this concealer. I just feel like I'm not getting enough product, but that's neither here nor there. That's not about this tutorial. So I'm using this color, and I'm going to use a flat top kabuki brush to blend that out. I do like the coverage of this foundation, and it is a little lighter than my skin tone. I usually have to mix this foundation with something, and I'm using this foundation because I am going for a clown tutorial, and clowns usually have like a white. Next, I'm gonna go in with that again, the Kat Von D shade and light, the Kat Von D tattoo concealer, and again that the color will be down in the description bar, and I'm blending that out with I think this is just a regular powder brush. I'm not sure. I didn't use any beauty blenders because I wanted a full coverage look, and I didn't feel like cleaning my beauty blenders, to be 100% honest, and I just blended that out. Next, I'm going to go in with this DERMABLEND White AF powder. I don't really understand why I bought this powder, to be 100% honest, but it came in handy today because it is so white, guys. It gave me a white cast, and that is exactly what I wanted to do. So I set my concealer with this powder, and it gave me a white cast, and that was the point of setting it with this. So you can use any kind of, you can actually use like if you have a white not foundation, but a white powder. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty contour stick to contour my cheekbones. Next, I'm going to smoke out, or no, I'm not going to smoke it out. I'm just going to take that same rust color and drag it on the bridge of my nose, as well as taking it up. I'm just flicking that color. I'm not adding a lot of color onto that brush, and I'm flicking it upwards. It's going to give me like a grungy look. I actually really like how this look turned out. So next, I'm going to use this white eyeshadow that I found this white eyeshadow randomly in my room, and I'm just going to highlight the bridge of my nose with that, just to focus, just to highlight it, guys. That's all I'm doing here. Next, I'm going to take this black eyeshadow, and I'm going to draw on my eyes my eyebrows, and I'm just making a triangle shape, and I'm filling it in with the eyeshadow. I don't use my gel liner because I found when I did my last clown tutorial, it was too precise, and then it was runny and smudging, and it didn't look good. So try to use a eyeshadow before you decide to use a gel liner. I feel like you have more control over eyeshadow, and it goes with this grungy look. So I'm just filling that in, and then I'm going to dust over my eyebrows with the black as well. I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line with the rust color and the black. I just place it with a bullet brush, and then I use a blending brush to blend it out and smoke it out a lot more. And yeah. Have y'all ever gotten eyeshadow in your eyes when you're doing your lower lash line? It is the most uncomfortable feeling ever. Anyway, I'm just blending that black out so I won't look like a raccoon, but it can look smoky. Next, I'm going to use that blending brush, and I'm just dragging the black eyeshadow down my eye. I'm not making a precise line, straight line. I'm just dragging it down just so it can resemble like tear marks, or like your mascara or your liner is bleeding. That's the look that I was going for. So it's not super perfect. And then I'm using a bullet brush to make dots on the 4 points, and I'm also using that black to contour my cheek. So I place the black on my cheek, and I use a Morphe brush to blend it out. Any blending brush will do. You just have to blend it to your intensity. Of course, this is Halloween, so you can go as heavy or as light as you want to. I decided to blend it out to the intensity that you see. And next I'm going to go into my nose. I'm using a gel liner to outline my nose with a pencil brush. And I didn't want it to be super perfect, but I did want it to resemble the skull-like nose that MakeupShayla did. I'm using that same flat concealer brush to paint in the gel liner in my nose. Now, I also use this to straighten up the lines. I don't want it to be super perfect, but I didn't want it to be not. I didn't want it to look that messy. So, as you can see, I'm just straightening up that line a little bit. I'm taking that same rust color, and I'm just going to smudge it on the insides of my nose. Next, I'm going to use some glitter primer, and I'm placing this inside my dots because I felt like I needed some glitter. Like, grunge is grunge, but I really needed some glitter. And I'm taking the NYX GunMetal and that same bullet brush, and I'm just going to dab it onto the 4 points, as well as some of my nose and my inner corner. Next, I'm going to line my lips with I didn't have a black lip liner, so I'm using a black eyeliner, and I drew out the lines of my lips. And I'm using this, these lip colors will be down in the description box, but this wasn't as red as I wanted it to be, so I used a liquid lipstick on top of that, and I just smudged the black so it can look more dark and grungy. See? I'll drew those lines out. Like, I like the thin lines, and then I didn't like the thin lines, so I decided to make a triangular shape smile, if that makes sense. You can see I'm contemplating here, and I get my lip color the way I want, spray my face, and that is the completed look, guys. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.